Hey guys, and welcome back to another one. Now today I'm going to share with you my review of the Icy Cube external storage solution, which I've been using it for about 1 month or so, and what I can say as a spoiler alert is that it has one weakness, but fortunately I did found at least two elegant solutions that work really nice for that weakness, which you will see in just a few seconds. Now that being said, guys, if you are on the market for a 4-bay external storage solution, this might be a great and elegant solution for you guys. So if you are, just stay tuned with us, and as always, I'll see you in a few seconds. And here we are with the Icy Cube Quad Bay external hard drive enclosure that supports 2.5 or 3.5 inch hard drives, and it's connected via USB 3.0 or eSata. And regarding our usual and quick unboxing experience, first I must say that everything comes very well organized and protected, and inside we will find a user guide, a blue USB 3.0 cable, a power cable, eSata cable, screws to hold the drives in place, and finally the Icy Cube that looks and feels a really premium enclosure. And in terms of the unit itself, it's all made of a sturdy aluminium body, and the only plastic present are the bay front covers and the fan. But taking a closer look at the front, we will have the 4 bays and the cooling vents. On both sides, the Icy Dog logo, at the bottom 4 rubber feet to avoid any vibrations, and at the back a power input on-off switch, fan speed controller, a USB 3.0 port, a eSata port, and an 18mm removable fan that we will check out in just a few seconds. And to set it up, I'll be using 4 WD red hard drives, and it's quite simple as we will see on screen. So all we need to do is to press one of those brackets and pull one of the bays off, then insert the hard drive in the right position and use the screws to secure it, either with a 3.5 inch hard drive or even a 2.5 SSD. Now, using the screws, it's not difficult at all, as you may imagine, but in 2016 I would honestly prefer that there was other method to attach the drives without using screws, as we have seen on other similar systems. Nonetheless, other than being a bit boring, it works as expected. So after 16 screws on all 4 bays, we can then insert all the drives back into the enclosure and connect that blue USB cable that I honestly don't like the color, but it has a simple solution. Just swap with a black one and that is it. We are now ready to start using this enclosure. Now, the Icy Cube is an enclosure without RAID functionality, so it will see all the drives individually, and in terms of speed, it will depend on the drives that we use. So with the WD Reds, I achieved about 150 megabytes both on reads and on writes. While using a Samsung 840 EVO SSD, we were able to get 290 roughly on writes and 360 on reads, which I would say it's about the limits of this enclosure. And out of curiosity, I also used Soft RAID, which is a software RAID solution, as the name says, and while on RAID 5 I saw no big changes, on RAID 0 we got roughly 290 megabytes both on reads and on writes. And the only serious issue that I found was with the fan, which is really noisy, and even when the computer sleeps the fan will keep on spinning, which is, on my opinion of course, very annoying, especially for those that have quiet environments like myself. On the other hand, without the fan, this unit it's really quiet, as it absorbs most of the noise from the hard drives. Actually, without the fan, this is the most silent enclosure that I have here on the office. So having all this in mind, I placed it on my storage area, which is about 1 meter and 20 centimeters away from me, and guess what, still very annoying. But at the same time, being so quiet without the fan, I could not not give up on her, so I tried two approaches. So first of all, I tested the temperatures to try and figure out if it's possible to work without the fan, and my conclusion, guys, is that yes, it is possible. My office temperature is about 20 degrees Celsius and the drives are roughly at the same temperature, more or less, and then I stressed the drives for about 3 hours or so and the temperatures reached a maximum of 41 degrees Celsius. While using the fans and pushing on the drives, the temperatures remain at about 25 to 30 degrees Celsius, which is very nice but also very noisy. Now, having those 40 degrees in mind, it's totally possible to run this unit without a fan and have no problems at all, as my Western Digital AX2 runs at 42 degrees Celsius 24/7 and has been working fine for the last 2 years. So for those that have more or less the same room temperature that I do, you will be just fine without a fan. And on the other hand, I also wanted to test out a solution for those that have higher room temperatures, and so I ordered a Noctua NF-R8 Redux fan, which I'll post the link down below. But after some DIY, which by the way, I'm most certainly that will void my warranty, but I was able to remove the original fan and replace it with the Noctua, and now I can have lower temperatures and a very silent fan. And by the end, I didn't remember the noise from the original fan, so I made them work at the same time, and honestly, guys, wow, what a huge difference. So in conclusion, guys, things that I did like the most were the design of the Icy Cube and its great build quality, one of the best enclosures in terms of noise isolation, nice speeds, and finally a removable fan. On the other hand, things that I did like the least were the fan. It's really noisy, which can be fixed as we have seen before, the blue USB cable that also can be replaced by a black one, for example, and finally the screws used to secure the drive. I would honestly prefer an easier system without screws, but all in all, it's a great value on my opinion, of course, and I hope that Icy Dock in the next generation can fix these issues. And that is it, we have reached the end of another review, this time the Icy Dock Icy Cube Quad Bay external hard drive enclosure. Hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did so, don't forget that usual thumbs up. My name is Roberto George, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.